How you doing, guys? We're working on the truck again. I flipped a couple bolts in it this morning, did a quick 3-minute section on that. And now I gotta try to get these motor mounts in, and let me tell you, need to be a little bit younger on that note. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit younger on that note. I was gonna try to hold off for my boy to get back and do it. But anyways, I give him a little bit of beautification. All right. Yeah, I didn't think you'd mind. Sure that wasn't my toe, huh? Would have really hurt. But it's quite the ordeal to have the engine lifter upper in here and try to get in there. The ideal thing would be to put a board across this thing to kneel on. I don't think I got a board. I don't think I got a board that would not bend in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Probably could have taken extended the boom out. Well, that's the longest part of my boom. I'm saying up. Y'all saying up. Hope you guys all doing good today. Me, I messed up one of the muscles in my side, so kind of whining a little bit more than normal. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more than normal. Need like a couple planks. Couple planks. Let's go in there. I know I got some planks, but yeah. I'll bring you in as soon as I can get in there. Bring you in closer. Where's my planks at, guys? Where'd I leave my planks? I can't use a 2x4 because that will probably break. Break. So what is going on out there in YouTube land today? Eh? Give me a minute here to figure out what I can find here. Find something I could use. something to lean on. Nail on. Oh yeah. And it won't bend. It won't bend. Yeah. How's your guys' weather in your neighborhood? Mine's been sunny all week long, which is kind of bizarre in a way. No, saying that I was gonna thread all the bolt holes because, well, you know, I don't have to. That one's clear. I'll bring you a little closer, but then you'd probably be in my face. I was trying that other bolt hole. That's probably why I couldn't get it to start. Maybe, I don't know. All right. Let me get a couple of these in, and then I'll bring you in so y'all can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there's 4 bolts on this one side. One more of these old bolts. I'm not a youngster no more. I'm somebody's grandpa, probably, or uncle or something. Something like that, probably. All right, so trying to get you in so you can kind of see. I know the sun's coming down behind us, so that's how we, this time of night, for another 5 to 10 minutes, it'll be right in our views. In our views. Okay. I believe you can see what I'm up to. Can't y'all see back there? Maybe. Wait, if I turn the camera down a little bit. There you go. Back in there. We're putting the motor mount on. And I'm gonna have to tighten her up a bit so I can bring it closer to. It's not an awful engine to work on. Initially, I thought it was the worst. I thought it was the worst engine to work on, but I'm getting real good at it now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Billy Bean? I said this is the second time having this engine out, so. Wanted to say that I left half the bolts out, but I didn't. I didn't leave half the bolts out. Let's see. All right, she brought her closer. So that's on the front one now, but it's not the back. Nope. You gotta bring the back one in a little closer. The other side's got a little plate on it that kind of goes up against on the engine and then shifts the motor mount back. So I guess this is one of those deals where they can put this engine in something else that I'm almost in there. I think I had the camera underneath when I was pulling this apart. I believe, trying to anyways, so y'all can see this. Some people like this, watching somebody else work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see that sun is down behind the trees, so y'all can see better. Oh. Got one of those ratcheting head ratchets that head kind of rotates on you. I got one of those. They made a bunch of different ones. Companies do. Try to get my ratcheting rigid 3/8 in there and the battery on it. Well, let me tell you, the 2 amp, or not the 2 amp, but the 4 amp battery. Well, let me tell you, it's kind of in the road. Yep, needless to say that. I should have started with the harder mount, which is the other side. But you know, just trying to save my back, you know, a little bit. Just save my back a smidge, maybe. Maybe my boy will be back home by then, but I doubt it. I can turn this in almost all the way and then tighten it down. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. One driver's side motor mount in. Yep. Oh, I wish I could say that about the passenger side, but the driver's side is in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It feels much better to be standing up than bent over. Yeah, you guys can see that real good. How about this other side though? It's in there. Down in there. Down, yeah, right there. Right there. It's actually smaller of a mount than the other side. The other side was quite big. This one's smaller. I give this one a little bit of the paints too, just for the camera, so the camera can see it. Okay, I can swing the mount over. All right, so we got 2 bolts here and 2 bolts down on the ground. I might as well pick them up now. They're just like that. Just your typical. Just your typical bolts. Now you're saying, how in the heck are you gonna get that mount back in there? Yeah, it was a challenge. Usually when you take the bolts out, it just falls out. But yep, and there's an arrow on them, so you can put it up in. But you have to try to slide it in from the bottom, I guess. There, you do move this, you can take and how do you say it? You can jack up the bottom of the motor and not the bottom of the motor. You can jack up the bottom of the frame, and when you do that, it drops the suspension. That was a hard word to say. Suspension. It drops the suspension down to give you some more room in there. A little bit more room. It doesn't help with the motor, the room between the motor and the cradle front right here in front of me. This cradle. Yeah, it doesn't help that at all. Oh. Huh. Yeah. We got two of you guys still there. Still there. Look at y'all. What is the news? Yep, and the inner fenders are out of this thing, so you can kind of like, if you don't mind getting this strut tower shock thing stuck up in your good stuff, it's not a bad gig. All right, so it looks like to me I can get, yeah, I'm gonna snug the fronts up a bit, and it's a 14 mil, and if you can tighten it up as much as you can by your fingers, I suggest you do that, because that just saves the aggravation of trying to figure out how to get a ratchet in there to tighten her up. Ask me how I know. Yeah, my sockets are like scattered everywhere now, so yeah, they're like seed scattered amongst the stuff. So, which is nice. It's nice. I'm glad I put this little. I was glad you guys gave me this idea to put a platform on there so I could kneel on, because I was thinking not that. I was just gonna fall down in the crack. All right, so we got to have a 14. There's lots of 14s you can use. I have these that I picked up at Marketplace. The Blue Point ratchet. It's got the 15-degree angle. And let me tell you, why is one side of these bolts a 14 millimeter head, and the other side are 15? Anybody know? Anybody know? Like when you put the wrong ones in the wrong thing. Well, if I showed you the bell housing bolts, they are longer. They're longer. All right, so I have a 16. I have a 16. I have a 17. 2 18s. And no 15. Yeah, no 15. I said maybe I laid it underneath the truck. Yeah, your possibility. I left it underneath the truck when I was doing something else. So let me look underneath this truck. See if I laid it there. Yeah. Possibility. Anything's possible. Let me see. Well, guess what? Get a 15 millimeter wrench. That'll work, won't it? Just a regular non-ratcheting wrench. That'll work. Anybody doing anything exciting out there today? In YouTube land? I really didn't. Other than work on this engine, so I put it in, went to the doc, see how my back was, and he just kind of said, "Oh, you're doing good." And then carry on, he says, carry on. And you'd think you would know me. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody already told him. We already told him. Anyways, I did a little bit of the paints on the towers so it didn't look better for the camera. Shock towers, I put a little black on it. Alright. It's a little closer. Should be able to start the other ones. Trying to figure it out. Did I get them from the bottom? Might have got them from the bottom. You know what I mean? I've done that before. Once or twice. Yeah. You go right in. The problem with doing the back one is I can't get my fingers back in there. Yeah. Alright, so. Alright. There. Ooh, I made it. Oh. Not too bad. Stretching's supposed to be good for your back, but sometimes does anybody have one of those lay down, they call them a lay down creeper? I'm really thinking about buying one of those or making one. I'm allowed to make anything to save 50 cents and spend $10 more. Sometimes it's kind of cheaper to just buy the thing than to make one. All right, I'm doing the crawl. Doing the crawl. Y'all see me down here, y'all? I can swing you down once I get. Yeah, probably bring you down here if I bought a light. Not too bad. I don't know, it's like 80 degrees out and I'm going, I gotta wait later till it's kind of a little shady because it's doggone hot. You know, doggone. That's right, I brought my, the mount I got you guys on. I broke half of it on the last interview, take out the engine mount, and so I would just have to get the light down here and shine ya. about what I just put in. So let me get these. Get these 2 bolts tight, and then I'll get the lot. Highly recommended to wear some sort of eye protection when you're underneath these vehicles, because what happens is you touch the slightest little thing and you get your whole face full of dust and dirt and rust and everything else, and then you can't see. It gives you an excuse to take the rest of the day off. Yeah. Just a little bit more on this one. I'll get the light and I'll go down here and I'll show you all what I just did. I'll be back revisiting this area when I hook the rest of the wiring up. Because I got a knock sensor and a crankshaft sensor down here. Okay. Probably the manager will probably be here for a while and he'll be saying, "What did you do all day?" And I said, "Nothing." I'll tell him I didn't do anything all day. Yeah. Oh. So I just sat around all day. The other thing is, if you got a belly like I do, you jack this frame up a little bit. You got room to slide underneath here. A little bit more. Okay, yeah. Woo. The problem is I got to go back underneath there again, show you guys what I just did. I told you I was going to do that, didn't I? All right. All right. I just told you. Let me get the light down there. You guys close your eyes because you're getting to be ready to move and you'll be all dizzy. Close your eyes. I've been told before that you swing that camera around too much and you're gonna make me dizzy. I'm like, I hear you. I hear you. All right, so here's the underneath. Here's the underneath. All right. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. All right. Let me shine the light so you can really see the whole work I just did. Oh. It's not there. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, so we just put these 2 bolts in here for that mount. That's the knock sensor. And back up in here, right there. If you can see what I'm pointing to, that's the camshaft sensor on this 5.7. All right. Told you I'd show you. Now I gotta tighten those 2 front ones up. And then I can put the bolt through the mounts, and then we can put it down low enough to tighten it up. All right. All right, so we're just going to sit you out here like that. All right. And I could have just did that on the way down, but you know, some people don't think it's live. This isn't live. You're not live. They tell me it's pre-recorded. You pre-recorded it. This is all pre-recorded. I'm like, okay, it's pre-recorded. Yep, I'm not really live. Okay. I'm not really live. So anyways, here we go. All right, so we're back to where we were. I showed you what we did. All right, so now we torque those other two down. The other two. Maybe we got two people still with us, huh? We got two people with us? I can't even see the numbers. I probably lost y'all. It's all right. We'll run it for a bit. And then if nobody shows back up, I'll just cancel her. No need to run a camera with nobody watching. No need. Oh. Gotta save YouTube a little bit of money. Saving money. You can torque these bolts down if you like. If you don't, I don't blame you. Because really to get a torque wrench in there, it's like ridiculous. Right, so I'm just gonna snug them down like I did the last time, and they never fell out, so. All right. All right, that's how you put motor mounts in. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.